Guys, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Welcome back to another episode of I was about to call it Saving Barry, Saving Grace. I'm remixing it today. Today's guest, you know who she is. It's only bloody Lauren Alexis.
Hello guys, it's
Love
me.
That. It's bloody her. Give us a brief. Give us a lowdown.
Oh, I am essentially a slut.
Love it.
Yeah,
Biggest bender in the game.
Oh yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
I will.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got a big bum and it's natural. That's a flex.
And do you know what? It's always humbling having someone with an arse on this podcast, because when we get off these chairs, it's like the polar opposites. It's like a before and after photo when you go to the gym. It's great. It's really, really good.
Don't.
Love it.
I always get so many people compare their arse to mine and I'm just like...
And they're always smaller.
No,
What can
I'm
you
just like,
do?
please. I feel bad.
I can't help having a dump truck. That actually is a first world problem. It must be nice. Everyone's like, oh.
No, it is nice. Literally, the other day I was out on a night out and Freya, Zach's girlfriend, was like to me, you know when you walk, can you just like feel it like bouncing up and down?
I was thinking that today. I saw a woman cross the street. She had a massive ass. And I was like, I bet that's like weighted.
No, yeah.
Can you?
You can feel it, yeah. You can feel it like jiggling.
One day.
Yeah.
Next sponsor better be a BBL company, otherwise I'm quitting the fucking pod. That's a threat.
You won't be able to walk for a bit though.
That's fine. I
You'll
don't do it anyway,
bruise.
really. I just lay down. Yeah, I'll be
Like
waiting
your
here until it
BBL
recovers. Imagine I'll be on the front like today's episode. Right, so Lauren Alexis, what do you do?
A bit of everything, honestly.
She does.
So I started doing YouTube. I've got an OnlyFans. I do the whole Instagram thing. I post booty pics on Twitter.
As you should.
Use TikTok. Everyone uses TikTok.
Twitter's great because you can post anything.
I know. And
anything.
the thing with Twitter as well is everyone's so toxic on there anyway.
Aren't
so
they?
whatever you post, like no one cares anyway. They're
I
just
know.
like, you know what, there's worse on Twitter, so it doesn't matter.
No, there's worse. Have you seen fucking Bear or Wet Stephen Bear on Twitter?
Yes,
Mental.
so bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, some of the stuff I've seen on Twitter is insane.
It's
I'm
hell
just
in
like,
there.
oh.
It truly is. But I was going to say, you really do have your fingers in all these pies because TikTok boxing match.
Yes.
I didn't know you were doing that. What's it like, presenting? What's it even called, interviewing?
Yeah, so they wanted me to essentially host part of it. But I've always been that I work very closely with a lot of people behind the scenes and things like this, and I love like the behind the scenes of stuff.
Yeah,
and I'm always really, really involved. But sometimes I won't like talk about it publicly. I'll just be like, oh, okay, yeah,
I was there.
I'll help them with some ideas and stuff. You know, like give them a bit of advice, and then they'll just run with it. But this time it was a few days before, and we were going through it, and I'd been working with them for a little while on this one event, the Ed Matthews one, and they were like, oh yeah, we need you to do like the behind the scenes stuff, blah, blah, blah. So that's what it was originally going to do.
Yeah.
I was originally just doing the interviews behind the scenes. And then 5 minutes before they went live, they were like, oh, can we have you near the stage just in case we want to bring you on? I was like, okay. And they kept bringing me on. I was like, Jesus, I didn't even know this was happening.
I didn't know what to say.
And like as well, I was standing with my back towards the audience and I had the maddest outfit on as well. Like you could see my entire ass.
No one was complaining, I know that.
No, I know.
Like, thank you for letting us buy tickets.
But like, but I didn't have in-ears in either, so they did. And I didn't, so all I could hear was the audience going, shake your ass, Lauren, get your tits out.
God.
And I'm trying to talk about the fight, and in my ears, like, it's just like, shake your ass. And I'm like, fucking
People
hell.
are dogs. They're actually dogs. You're there for a fight and everyone's like, get
It
out.
was so funny though. And you know what? Even though they were shouting that kind of stuff, mid-fight and stuff like that, when I was just like, a few of the times I sat on the floor on the stage and I was just talking to them in the audience, everyone's so lovely and they're so sweet.
I
They're
bet,
like,
yeah.
like, I'm just like,
We love you.
they're so sweet. I don't know why, but everyone's just really nice.
Who were you rooting for? So I want to know Elle Brooks, the Ed Matthews one, the big ones. Who were you rooting for?
So, Elle and AJ.
Yeah.
I was always rooting for Elle, even when
Course.
she was like fighting Astrid. Obviously, Astrid pulled
Me
out.
too.
But I was rooting for Elle just because her transformation's been so crazy as well.
Mental.
And I feel like she's really just put the most effort in, hasn't she?
She's built like a shit brick house now.
Yes,
as well.
I know. She looks
100%.
crazy. I was just like, she's so like, wow.
Head
She's
in the
just
game.
crazy. Yeah.
Love it.
And that was a really good fight. And then Ed and Simon, I'm close with both of them. I feel like I relate more to Ed because obviously he's younger.
Yeah.
But I was rooting for Ed just because I know how much he's been like working in the gym, and he's always been like a gym guy, and you know, like he really wanted that win, and he actually said to himself like, if I don't get the win, that's it for me, I'm gonna quit socials, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And before the fight even happened, Ed always had like a winner's mentality. Like he was always saying to himself, like, I've got this, I'm gonna win. Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas a few times I'd spoken to Simon, and probably like a month before the fight, he really lost faith in himself. And he was like, even if I don't win. And I was like, no, you can't say that. You can't see it like that, because the second you say that, you've already lost.
I felt really bad for him as well, because it was like the first round and you could just tell he was like, nah.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for the daughter, Keely.
She's got fuckhead Matthews now. I'd be like, Dad, get back in that fucking ring now. Get back in that ring. Yeah. I'd take the gloves. I'm like, I'm ready. Don't worry about it. I've got this.
But I feel like, because everything kind of stemmed from Cal the Dragon almost.
Of course.
And then I was surprised Cal wasn't at the fight.
Was he not?
No, I was like, why is this guy not behind the scenes?
He instigated the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, why is he not there?
He might as well have sponsored it, to be fair.
No, exactly. But no, Elle and AJ, the fight, I thought it was a really good fight. I was actually surprised with how well AJ did, because obviously she was trained in MMA, wasn't she?
But she was muscly as fuck anyway. So I was like, this is actually a good like opponent. But Elle genuinely just flew in.
I know.
I was watching it and I was like, oh.
It was crazy. I was standing there like, shit, okay, this is real. Like, is
she smaller than AJ?
I think Elle's a tiny bit smaller than AJ. I feel like Elle's like 5 foot. Because I always thought me and her were like small. A similar height, but I think she's like 5 foot. Because I'm 5'2" and she's shorter than me. And AJ, I think, is about 5'1" maybe.
Mental.
But because I saw Elle before the fight, and I've been speaking to her a bit before the fight, because I never really, I'm not really friends with any of the OnlyFans girls. They're not really in my group. Yeah. Okay. So the only one I like, obviously, like I respect all of them, etc. But none of them have really like, I don't know, they're just not in my friend group.
Yeah.
And Elle, I've managed to actually speak to quite a lot, because obviously where I've been working with Kingpin behind the scenes, she's been at all the things, like, and I've been there. So I've spoken to her a lot, and I've seen like her training and her progress and stuff, and like what she's managed to do is so crazy. And
she's actually really nice. Like I remember,
she's so lovely.
I remember when she was coming on this podcast, I was like, it's either going to go one of two ways. She's either going to be really nice or like just a bitch, but she was the nicest person.
She's so lovely.
Ever.
Yeah, she's so lovely.
I want to hate you.
No, I know. Yeah, she's really lovely. And as well, like I feel like her and Astrid, all their comments on TikTok, I'm just like, if I had comments like that every day, I'd actually cry myself to sleep every night.
Horrible. I know. Their TikToks.
It's so crazy. I feel like, because Elle obviously came out with her outfit, because I saw her outfit before the fight and she had like mid and stuff written on it, so she like
she embraced it.
Yeah, exactly. She embraced it and she joked about it herself. But like the comments are crazy. Like if I was told I looked like a man every single day, I'd get shit done. Yeah, I'd have to actually get surgery. Like, 100%. I'd cry so much.
Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I get that too. But to that level, I'd be like, yeah, I got to fix that shit.
I know, it's crazy. But no, I think the fight, AJ was really good as well. Elle just, I think, had that bit more like strength.
I think it's more, it's worse when you do lose, because it's not like a normal one where like, okay, you lose, like fine, you go on to the next. Like that's going to haunt them.
Yes.
For weeks. Like
exactly.
Anything they do, they're like, yeah, well, you lost the fight to blah, blah, blah.
No, I know. But I think AJ did really well, considering she only actually trained boxing for 2 weeks. Before it was MMA. Who
was the ginger blonde guy who literally laughed? Luke Bennett. That was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. When he walked in, he was like, yeah, fucking boy. And then 6 seconds in, he was like, gotta go. Go. That would be me. If I got in the ring, that would be me. I'd be like, I've got to go.
Can I just say?
He's
so tiny.
Is he?
Yeah, like he's so tiny. And his original opponent, I think, was like double his weight. But then they changed it. Yeah, then they changed it to the Dean guy, who's the one who looks like Rotashaw. And I was just standing there like, watching the fight, and I was like, someone's gonna die. Like, but like, it's crazy.
That Dean guy was getting loads of shit. People were booing him. I was like, why are you all shocked that he won?
Yeah, no, I know. I feel like it's because no one really likes him in the TikTok world. I feel like his comments, like everyone just takes the piss. Yeah, because I didn't know who a lot of the fighters were, but obviously where I was working with them behind the scene, I had like a little presentation on like who everyone was, and I was like, right, okay, and Yeah, no, I feel like people liked him when he was doing the Harry impressions, but then when he stopped doing the Harry impressions, people kind of stopped liking him. And then I think Luke had an argument with him, and Luke was like, "Oh, you're trying to steal my clout or something." This is what I remember anyway. I could be so wrong now. But yeah, it's all a bit crazy. And then there was another fight. I don't know if you've seen this on TikTok. There's this girl.
Cheyenne and Tommy.
Yes.
No, and I'm glad you know, because I bring this up to everyone. I'm like, Cheyenne and Tommy, no one, me and Izzy Oakley used to just send the lives to each other, just religiously watch.
I've only seen it really recently. But I went into so there was like, I had my own dressing room, and then after when Elle came in, I was like, Elle can have my one. And then
today's sponsor of the podcast is only BetterHelp, not Better Health. BetterHelp. If you're struggling with your mental health, if you want someone to talk to, BetterHelp is the option, because you can do video or phone call. You get a professional therapist, and it's an easy way to get therapy if you have a busy life or if you just don't have the time to see someone in person. BetterHelp is online therapy that you can do video, phone calls, or even a live chat where you can talk to a real therapist about all your issues and problems. Talking to people is important, because if you bottle it all up, you're going to have a breakdown like me on TikTok. So don't follow me. Don't do it. Get on BetterHelp. You can get a professional therapist within 48 hours. And guess what? I've only got a bloody code. Listeners of the Saving Grace podcast get 10% off their first month. So if you go to www.betterhelp.com/savinggrace, you get a bargain, and that bargain's 10% off. So you can thank me for being mentally well. So again, if you want some online therapy with a professional therapist, whether it's on the phone, on video call, or live chat, or you just want someone to chat to, BetterHelp is your answer. And you can use my code www.betterhelp.com/savinggrace for 10% off of your first month.
I had like a joint one, because I'd already got changed, I'd already got dressed and everything. So I just put my bags in one room. And I went into the room to grab something from my makeup bag. And Tommy was in there, and he went, "Oh, Alexis." And I was like, "Oh, you're right."
Hello.
And he's like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "Really nice to meet you, Alexis." And I was like, "My name's not Alexis, by the way, it's Lauren."
Lauren?
And he was like, "Oh," he was like, "I thought your name was Alexis." I was like, "No." I was like, "You can call me Alexis, though. It's fine. Like, I don't mind."
Cheyenne's there, like, spitting on her wrist.
So I was like, "I've seen some stuff on TikTok about you."
Yeah.
And he goes, "What?" And I go, "Oh, like, you know, you've always got like the police around your house and stuff."
He must be mortified. He'd be like, "Oh."
And I go, "So is your girlfriend here?" And he goes, "What girlfriend?" I was like, "What's the name? Shy something?" And he's like, "No, that's not my girlfriend. We're just friends." And then I was like, "Oh, so
before.
Who are you boxing?" And he was telling me about like him and Pulley. And he was like, "Oh yeah, we're actually just really good mates." And I was like, "So what,
yeah, but
like,
you know he had
on?
a fight before, and Cheyenne had a fight with this other girl as well.
Yeah, that's some blonde girl.
I religiously watched that as well. I watched the whole thing.
Crazy stuff.
Whole thing.
I've seen stuff where he'll like pack her suitcase and like throw it down the stairs.
Yeah.
And like the police come round, and then his like government name got baited, and like,
and she was wild. I remember she was like down the street or something, and she got chased down the street while on live. Can these people end their lives?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? If my life is at risk, I'm gonna be like, "Guys, I'll be back in 10. We'll let you know what happens." I'm not gonna be there like, "Send gifts quick." Thank you.
I know, it's so bad. It's like, follow if you want to see me get arrested. Like, what?
Yeah, I say this though, and then I'll watch it. I'll tune into the next one,
and I'll see like, because I never catch the actual live streams, but then I'll see the replays, and it's like part 2 in the comments, part 3, part 4, and I'm sitting there like, "Oh my
2
God, why
hours
am I
deep.
watching this?"
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe it.
Then I'm like, "Why did I get no sleep last night?"
And it's like Cheyenne and Tommy. Okay, so any behind the scenes tea that you can give us from the fight?
Behind the scenes.
Was there anyone? Oh,
I saw something.
Okay.
So there was this girl who came. I don't know her name. She was wearing like a neon yellow outfit, and she was in Chef Dave's corner.
Okay.
After the fight, I got sent like a video, and it was a TikTok, and it was HS getting with her. But I was like, hold on, is she like Chef Dave's girlfriend or something? Because he brought her along. She was backstage with him in his dressing room. And then I was like, now I'm seeing HS like necking on with her. I was like, what is going on? And then she made like a TikTok like, "Oh, night of the fight with @ChefDave." And all the comments were like, "How was HS? Did HS get you the VIP?" Like, it was like 100 comments just about HS.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God. So I've got no idea. I didn't see anything.
That's
in person,
the most HS thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yes,
was there anyone that you met that you didn't really like, or was everyone just pretty
Everyone was all right, to be fair, because I did a bunch of the interviews. Everyone was okay. I'm trying to think, was anyone a bit weird or anything? No, I don't think so. I think everyone was all right. Everyone was lovely. So that's good. It. I'm glad.
Right, we're going to move on. So I'm going to just touch on your OnlyFans stuff.
Yes.
So you do OnlyFans.
I do OnlyFans.
I love that for you. When you first started, how did you get into it?
So I did modelling when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then my nan forced my mum to stop me from modelling at like a young age. I was like 12, 13 or something, because she was worried about like my mental health and like what it would do to me, and if I had like unrealistic like examples of how my body should be, blah, 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 which completely normal, cool. She was looking out for me. So then when I was 16, I moved out. When I was 18, I made like a Patreon, because that was the only way I could. I wanted to do modelling, but I wanted to do it like myself. So when I was like 17, I started YouTube. 18, I made a Patreon. It was all like fully clothed stuff. And it was just like HD photos and like cool outfits and like, or like latex outfits, that kind of stuff. Just things that I liked and looked cool. And then I started doing lingerie stuff probably when I was maybe like 19, 20. And then when I turned 21, so March 2020 is when I made the OnlyFans. So I made an OnlyFans just over 2 years ago.
Did your nan know about that?
When I first started doing like the whole social media stuff, she was like, "Oh, you're gonna end up alone and pregnant in the next few years." And I was like, "Right, okay, cool, thanks, Nan." But now she just doesn't talk to me, and she was like, "Oh, you need to quit this and go to university, and I'll pay for your university fees. You need to do this. It's not a real job." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." But now she just doesn't talk to me, and my brother as well. My brother does a lot of work with me on like other companies and like other projects I have.
Sorry, I was wondering where you were going with that. Okay. All right, niche. That's fine. Yeah.
But he does a lot of like editing and stuff for like YouTube stuff, blah blah blah, and like other projects. And because he works with me, she doesn't talk to him now either. And I'm just like, so what? The whole like, you're just gonna start hating everyone in the family?
That's
like, it's really weird.
Parents okay with it? How do they react?
So I don't know my dad, but my mum is completely fine with it.
Love that. That's always so seems to be the way. Like when I spoke to Elle and stuff, her mum was loving it. She was like, "Get that fucking coin."
No, exactly. Yeah, my mum's so supportive. My mum will always be like, "Oh, like what cool content have you done recently?" and stuff like that. Like, she's so sweet. She's so supportive.
So would you say that's like your main form of income now? Is your OnlyFans, or because you're big on Twitter as well? You're actually big on fucking everything, to be fair.
Yeah, no. So my main source of income, I would say, is OnlyFans, only because I do make a lot from it, and I don't really accept brand deals or anything. I always prefer to just like do my own thing. Yeah. And I'm quite big on like, I won't promote brands unless I actually use them myself. Yeah. So for example, if it was like Fashion Nova or something, cool, like I'll do a brand deal with them. But if it was like a slimming tea company, like I always get them like, "Oh, tell them that's how you got your flat stomach," and I'm like, but I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to them. So yeah, I just feel like I prefer being like really real with my audience. So I've never even done a brand deal on Instagram or anything like that. I'm just
that's
very
fair enough.
like,
so a lot of people do fall short onto doing that.
Exactly.
Don't they?
I feel like especially a lot of the reality TV stars, like they come out of Love Island and they're like, "I'll accept anything left, right, and centre."
Hair.
Yeah, and everyone can tell their line, and they just like turn off the comments. But yeah, no, I just prefer being like really real, and I think that's why I've got such a solid audience as well, because people know that I'm not gonna sit there and lie to them just for a little bit of extra cash, you know. So yeah, no.
Have you seen that new Olivia Attwood program about OnlyFans?
I have.
What do you think of that? Do you think it's realistic or not?
Oh, I haven't actually watched all of it, but
yeah, I've only watched like 2 episodes. But there was the first one, I think, was about OnlyFans, and she was like, it feels very much like I'm being forced into sending these people messages, blah, blah. Like she had a different view on it.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing. So I actually watched it with my manager, and one of my friends was watching it at the same time, and she was like sending me messages like, "Oh my God, like she's done this, blah, blah, blah." But I was watching it with my manager, and I feel like I haven't watched enough of it yet to comment on it properly. Yeah. But from what I've seen, I feel like she spoke about OnlyFans in a different way. Like I don't think she spoke about it correctly. Right. And I feel like she made OnlyFans seem like a chore almost. Like she made it seem like it's this really bad platform, and she's getting harassed on there by men and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like what she didn't understand is, you make an OnlyFans and people do pay to talk to you. If you reply to them or not, that's up to you. Yeah. I do. But for her, have to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 1, you don't have to if you don't want to. And 2, these people have paid for something, and if you're advertising it and then they're not getting what they want, they're just going to keep messaging you. But it's not harassment. But she almost saw it as like, oh, like these people won't leave me alone, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like she just didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of people that I feel like she could have had on it that are big, like she could have had on. And there's this girl called Becky Mill. I don't know if you've seen her on TikTok, like bright red hair, but she does like proper niche shit on OnlyFans, like alien dildos and shit.
I saw something about her with like a traffic cone.
Yeah, that's spot on. I feel like if she maybe had people like that on there, obviously you've got to have the smaller ones, but bigger ones, because I feel like you guys are so, it's your job, like you fully know the ins and outs of it. It would have been interesting to have that perspective on it. Where
Definitely.
I feel like the other one, I don't know. Interesting to watch though.
So I think they had, I know Bonnie Lockett was on there.
Right, yeah.
And she was all right because she's a big OnlyFans creator as well. And she's quite lovely. And she's like a little bit older. I think she's about 34. And I haven't seen her part in it yet, so I don't obviously know what she said. But I feel like she would be someone who could describe it quite well. But I haven't seen her part.
I think it's not really for like, it's for some people, it's not for other people.
Yeah,
I feel like you got to respect the platform though.
Yes.
Like you guys make fucking money. Like best platform, surely.
Yeah, I think as well, people get lost in like the whole, because I know so many people on there as well who don't even do like adult content. They do like normal stuff like personal training stuff, but they get such a bad stigma for it as well, just because it's known as like a sex platform. Which cool, like it is, but I suppose it's not really the same as Pornhub, because Pornhub you do actually just post sex stuff, whereas on here you can post anything. Like you could post this on there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could post literally anything.
Yeah. Because there was this one girl on there who was just in like lingerie and she'd paint vaginas, and people would pay to see her paint vaginas.
Fair
in
enough.
Lingerie. And I was like, do you know what? She's cracked the fucking system.
Yeah.
If I could paint, I'd be on that.
Yeah, if I could paint vaginas,
though.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
but
fine.
I can't paint.
But overall, what do we say? Of course, you've got like a positive view on OnlyFans.
Yes.
Because it's your whole job anyway.
Yeah.
If you didn't, it wouldn't be your job, would it?
Yeah, exactly. And as well, I've got a lot of respect for everyone on there. And for me, I don't just see it as like, that for me, it is a full-time job, obviously. And as well, I'm trying to juggle OnlyFans with YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and everything together.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. But I actually don't know how you do that.
I do not sleep.
Like I haven't slept.
But yeah, no, for me, it's just, I just see it like another social media platform. Like I talk to people on there, I reply to people on there. And a lot of people, they just message me and like they're talking about how they've had a bad day at work and stuff like that. And as much as you get people who just want to talk about sex, you also get those people who are really lonely and they don't have anyone to talk to. And I don't know, just sometimes it just feels nice like being able to talk to them and know that you just spending 2 minutes of your time sending them a message like, oh, I hope you feel better, or I hope you have a better day at work tomorrow.
Make their day.
It makes their day, exactly. And I don't know, I like it.
Get your bag. That's what I say. Who's fucking judging? If you're judging, you're missing out anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. We're going to move on to the rumours. We're going to address all of them. King Jr. See, I've met this man. Yeah, and I know you're going to be like, what? But I have met this man. I went to the first Jack Will's house with him.
Yeah, I know.
Were you with him or not with him?
No. So I've been like, I'm like best mates with him.
Are you?
Nothing ever happened between me and King Jr. Yeah. I've known him for like probably a year or two.
Oh, right, okay.
And I was with him the other day. He came to the boxing and everything. Like, he came and he was like watching from VIP.
That was my French accent. Yeah.
And he was like zooming in. He was like, I can see you. Oh. But he came like straight after football. It's so funny. But no, like he's so sweet. And yeah, no, like I go on like a lot of nights out with him and stuff because he doesn't drink either. So he's very like,
footballer.
Yeah, right. He's very like, oh no, like I'll stay sober. He has had a few drinks, I will be honest.
Spilled the tea, thank you very much.
No, I was out with him the other night and he actually brought a girl with him. And she was like, oh, so how do you know him? I was like, oh, I've just known him for ages. And then I was like, how do you know him? She was like, oh, he slid in my DMs. And I was like, yeah, he's a really good guy. He's a really good guy. He's
pretty nice, not red flag.
No, we posted a TikTok, or he posted a TikTok probably like 2-3 weeks ago. And all the comments were like, oh my God, like Lauren and Alexis, blah, 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 etc., etc. But no, we've just been friends for ages. I feel like
surprisingly respectful.
He is. He's so lovely. And as well, I feel like there was this one time when I first became friends with him, there was a lot of stuff on TikTok about him and some girl, I can't remember her name. And
they were
like
Katie Franklin.
Yeah. And they were seeing each other and something happened. And it like painted a picture in my mind of him as this like super horrible guy. But I knew him at the same time. And I was like, obviously for me, my opinion of him is going to be different to other people's opinion of him. But no, I think he's a lovely guy and like he hasn't done anything wrong to me. So
yeah.
If you do, you'll know about it. But no, he's funny. He's a good guy, and he gets on with like all of my friends and stuff. So yeah.
Do you know what? Green flag. Fine.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's off the list. Yeah, sometimes. 2's had a drink. HS TikToky saw you were on his Instagram.
Yes.
Great pic.
Yeah, it was a really good picture.
Love that. No, it was.
There's a story behind that picture.
And I'm asking about it. Go on.
So we planned, he sent me this thing and it was, Astrid had posted a video and she was basically like, oh, I want HS TikToky. And he messaged me.
She does like him. I've seen her go live with him a few times.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I want to film a TikTok where you're in the background and I say, oh, sorry, I only go for Lenga's girls only. I was like, okay, we can do it. And he was like, can we do it today? And I was like, no, I'm not free today. And I was like, we can do it tomorrow. So he was like, okay. He was like, this is where my hotel is, blah, blah, blah. I'm like 10 minutes from the hotel. And he's like, how long are you going to be? And I'm like, oh, 10 minutes. And he's like, the security are trying to kick me out because they caught me smoking in the room. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Of course.
So I get there. We like snuck in through the side. And I have a security guy who pretty much goes everywhere with me. So he was with me as well. And my security guy's like talking to the reception, like, yeah, she's just going to be 1 minute. She's just seeing a friend. So we're all like running to the room. We filmed 2 TikToks and then I'm on the bed on my knees and he's like laying next to me.
No.
And there's 3 security guys from the hotel watching us take this photo. And we're like really trying to rush to take this photo.
Oh my God.
And then...
So, sorry, they were in the room while you were taking that photo?
And they were like, you need to leave, you need to get out, you need to get out. And we're like, 1 second. We're trying to take this fucking photo for Instagram.
Oh my God. Please, can we insert the picture? That's so funny.
So we got the photo. And as well, it took so many takes. So we were there for like 5 minutes trying to take this photo. We're like, and then he's like, oh no, I've got my eyes half shut. And I'm like, no, I don't like that one. So we keep going through these photos, trying to find our favourite ones. And then we got kicked out. I left and then he was like in the park near there with his football and he was on live stream and all the reviews now, like some of them are like, oh, I was in the room shagging Lauren Alexis and security came and kicked me out. What? And I was like, and the reviews have just been ruined. Like people were just calling up the line on the phone. And I think he said the name of the hotel.
Of course.
And obviously his fan base is like a cult.
Mental.
And I don't think it ended well for the hotel. And then he went back, tried to get another room. And he's like, can I have my room back? And I'm like, no.
Oh my God.
But he said it was like one of his favourite hotels. And they just...
No more.
Yeah, exactly. They just got rid of him.
Has there been anything between either of you?
No,
ever.
There has not been.
Has he even tried to slide into your DMs like that?
No, he hasn't. We've always been friends. Same with me and Ed, always been friends. And I feel like, I don't know, they live really close to me as well. They live like 5 minutes away from me. But I just feel like I relate to them on a level that other people don't.
I know it sounds bad, but I can't imagine them having female friends. Do you know what I mean?
So it's like, we talk a bit, but it's not like, I wouldn't like go out for like lunch with them. That I'm not close with them on that level.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like even for example at the boxing things, like for a few of the nights, when it was like the weigh-in, the press conference and stuff, HS wasn't there because he was out in Greece or something. So like, I was chilling with Ed, and like it's nice to just stand and have a normal conversation with them, because I feel like no one ever sees just the normal side to them. This
is what I mean. I can't imagine a normal conversation with them without them going to hold this wood. I just can't imagine it.
It's just, the whole thing is just like that. But even like, fuck's sake. So on Ed's team and like in his corner, there was this kid who was like this tall.
Brilliant.
I don't know if it was like his younger brother or something like that. I think it was a family member. But I'm sitting there on the side of the stage and he taps me on the shoulder. He's like, Lauren. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I got a message for you. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, Ed's told me to tell you that if he wins, he's got a hotel booked for you and he's booked it already. And I was like... you're like 5 years old.
Probably doesn't even understand it. Just lay your head at night if you want.
And then I was like, I'm actually going back home after this, but I do have my own hotel booked as well. Like, so it's fine. You know, I don't need Ed's help. And he's like, oh, okay. And then when Ed's fighting, one of the crew members, I was sitting down on the table next to the people doing like the judgings and stuff. and they like put him next to me. So I was just sitting there like, you're right. And then they were like, don't let him go anywhere. I was like, I'm not babysitting.
On a leash, like, don't you fucking dare. I've seen you.
And they were like, oh no, we're worried he's going to try and get in the ring and get hurt. And I was like, all right, don't worry, I've got my eye on him.
Was Ed's family there?
I think Ed's mum, no, HS's mum was there, because I saw an interview of his mum with Simon afterwards. I think Ed's brother was there.
Not his mum and Simon.
Yeah,
what
HS's mum
a
and
pair.
Simon. I know, God, yeah.
I'd love to know what their parents think about just their whole TikTok thing. Today's sponsor is only HelloFresh. This one called to me because I'm a uni student and I get stressed out. I need something to cook that's not stressful, and that's HelloFresh. So HelloFresh sent me a box full of loads of different recipes. They send you how to make it, all of the ingredients, and literally all you need to do is shove it in a pan and oven, and then it's ready. My two favourites that they sent me were the creamy chicken pasta bake. I love pasta. I live off it. I'm basically a vermicelli. I don't know if that's pasta, but I'm going to go with it. And the smoky patatas bravas. Don't want to say that after a few vodka cranberries. HelloFresh is the best way to get into cooking if you don't have a clue what you're doing. Also, I struggle to find things in the supermarkets. I don't wear my glasses, which is why HelloFresh works for me, because it all comes in the box. I don't have to do a thing. You can get 50% off your first box and then 35% off of your next 3 boxes after that using the code GRACE50. So if you want a stress-free cooking experience, you want to try some new ingredients, if you want to basically be the uni version of Gordon Ramsay, use HelloFresh. And once again, if you want 50% off your first box and then 35% off your next 3, use the code GRACE50. Do you know what I mean?
I think both of them are really close with their mums.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of Essex guys and Essex girls, I feel like the boys are always really, really close with their mums. Like if their mums are around, of course.
I don't know if that's a red flag or not. You know when you date a guy and they're really close with their mum?
Yeah, like first date, you got to bring your mum along.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. And they're like, my mum hates all my girlfriends. And I'm going, shag her then. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point in having a girlfriend then?
But no, I think HS and Ed behind the cameras are very normal people. But then I feel like so am I, because everyone thinks that I'm just this massive, like, huge sexual person.
Same
I'm just
with
such
everyone.
a normal person.
Anyone that's on social media that has a thing, it's definitely a persona. No, like, I don't sit there and walk into a room and go, guys, you're the fucking blue. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. My mum would be like, sit down.
Yes, exactly.
And calm down.
Yeah, I think everyone behind cameras is very normal. And I feel like as much as we're the same on camera, we just put in a tiny bit more energy, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Cheers. Cheers to energy and bums.
Oh, so cringe.
Right, excuse me. Right, I've got a snog, marry, kill thing for you. Don't sound too
Yay.
KSI. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before I start this.
Oh, my God.
I have to clear some rumours up.
Oh, fuck.
You and Alex.
I thought you were going to say KSI.
No.
Okay,
Well, we'll ask that one after.
No.
Are you a thing or not?
Me and Calix
Look into that one for dramatic effect. It's a close-up.
Calix is my daddy.
Oh.
And yeah, we'll leave it at that. He's
Anything ever happened between you two?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. Who knows? We've had many drunken nights out. No, I'm joking. No, Calix is so sweet. I love Calix to pieces.
Would you marry him if you had to?
Yeah, I'd marry Calix.
Cool.
I already said to him, if me and him both aren't married in the next few years, I'll marry him. What's
your like age that if you're not married by, you're gonna be like, do you know what, fuck it?
I don't really know, because obviously I want to have kids as well.
Yeah,
but
got to keep those eggs fresh.
Yeah,
can't be leaving it.
So I'm not 100% sure actually.
Right.
I don't know. Probably if I'm maybe like 30, but then Lux will be. How old would Lux be if I'm 30? He'll be like 37.
I feel like the sperm would still be swimming.
Yeah,
surely.
Maybe he could get his eggs frozen. But then maybe what if he's already
his eggs frozen?
Mine.
It's coming out now.
But what if he's already married by then? You better not leave me.
I mean, look, just break it up. It'll be fine. You've got the bum. Do you know what I mean?
I will.
Just...
I'll be like, Lux, you're mine again.
I'll be like, thank you. Right, well, I'm glad we sorted that out. Back to shag, marry, avoid. Right, you've got KSI,
yep,
Calix, and Toby Jizzle.
Oh my God, fuck, this is really hard.
I
okay.
know.
We're ignoring the girlfriends, like if any of them have girlfriends.
Yeah. I've tried to pick as many people without girlfriends, but if they do, you don't count for this episode.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I'm not. I wouldn't know. So who knows who has a girlfriend? Probably. I feel like probably marry Lux.
Right.
Just because I'd marry him anyway.
As you should.
Snog JJ, just because Toby, I feel like...
He's fine with that.
Yeah. And Toby's like... I really don't want to friend zone him. He's like a brother to me. But like, I'd still snog Toby.
You know what? Incest is in at the moment.
Yeah,
to be fair,
I'd still snog... I'd shag them all. I don't care. But like, do you know what I mean?
I hear it.
They're all attractive guys.
Yep. I'd shag them all.
I'm just friends with them all. And I feel like, yeah, where we're all in the social media world, it would be silly to sleep with any of them.
It would.
So, yeah.
But there's still time.
There is. I mean,
someone write that down.
Quits social media. But no, they're all attractive guys. But yeah,
it deletes his whole Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I love it. Right, next
Alex
I've got...
is an exception.
Yeah. Robbie Knox, Joe Sugg and Stephen Tries.
Oh my God. Okay. Avoid Robbie Knox.
Okay.
Only because I feel like he's just not my type at all. I'm really sorry.
That was quick as well.
I'd marry Joe Sugg.
Get him with Zoella. That's what I'd do.
Yeah. I'll get some free calendars and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Jack
then
Mate's crying.
Snog Stephen Tries.
I agree.
Yeah.
Funny as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy
Yeah,
to do.
really funny. And yeah, like you could have a kiss and then he'd tell a joke afterwards.
And you'll be like, I made the right decision.
So funny. Did you know they said that if you don't laugh at least once while you're having sex with someone, you're having sex with the wrong person?
Really?
Yeah. Do you laugh during sex? Like if someone does something, do you laugh?
I'm not going to lie. Having sex with me, it can't be serious. It's like shagging a praying mantis. Like you can't... I'm surprised my boyfriend's turned on. Do you know what I mean?
No, but like I'll be having sex and then something happens and I'll just laugh and then I'm like, oh my God, do I look weird for laughing?
Ruin the moment.
But then I saw it on like some like UK meme page and I was like, oh fuck it, it's fine.
I'm normal. I'm with the love of my life.
And like I just sent it to someone that I've had sex with before and I was like, we're good then.
Ed. And you're like, okay. Right. My next one. This could be a difficult one. HS Tiki Toki, Ed Matthews and Simple Simon.
Okay, I'm sorry, Simon. I'm going to have to avoid you because you are a little bit too old.
Okay.
Then I'd probably marry Ed because I get on with him more, I think. Right. And then I'll snog HS. But I feel like he snogs everyone anyway.
Yeah,
so
join the club. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Add it to the list.
I'll be one of many.
lucky women.
I know. But yeah, that's how I'd do that one.
I thought that actually might be your... I didn't know which one you do for Ed or HS, but...
What would you do?
I don't know. I think I just have to avoid all of them. They'd get with me and be like, that fucking Butters skirt. And I'm like, yeah, fair play. Fair play. What can you do? Sidemen, all of them. Shag, or like out of everyone, because there's a lot of them, so I couldn't even bother to write down the names. So out of all of the Sidemen, shag, marry, avoid 3 of them. Okay. Yeah. And if they've got girlfriends, we're just going to let this slide because she wouldn't actually do it.
Yeah, of course. I would
She's
never
a moral
actually
girl.
sleep with anyone.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin anyway.
She is.
Right.
To rewind to the bit where she said she messaged someone she shagged. It would never be me.
Okay. Was it shag, marry, avoid or snog, marry, avoid?
Shag.
Okay, right.
This is serious business.
I'd probably shag. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go based on like... I feel like who I'm most attracted to. Right. Oh, this is really awkward.
As you should.
Okay, I'll shag JJ.
Really?
Yeah. I feel
is it the bandanas?
I just find him really attractive. I think he's a very attractive guy.
Okay.
Then again, they're all attractive. But I feel like I'm more attracted to JJ. I don't know. It's so awkward. Like, I'm really good friends with him.
It's fine. He's loving it.
Gonna ruin the whole friendship.
He's not watching this, actually. So it's fine. Don't worry.
He's definitely not. He's gonna send it to me on WhatsApp, like, Lauren.
You'll be like, what?
What is this? Marry Actually, no. Oh, I don't know. Actually, no. I'd marry JJ because I get on with him the most.
Yeah.
I'd shag probably Harry.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know actually. Shag or maybe Toby. I know I did avoid Toby, but it's because there was other people in the equation, so I couldn't, Maybe I'd shag Toby.
Right.
I'd probably have to avoid Josh just because he's honestly like my dad. He actually is. Okay. Well, like really, like not even daddy. Like he's actually like my dad. Like Josh looks out for me every single day.
Yeah, you can't fuck him.
So, exactly.
No. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Love that.
But Josh is definitely the dad that I never had.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
You're getting put in the group chat once this is aired. 2 more.
Or we could just all shag and have a gangbang. With like 7 plus 1.
And just someone film it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we all want to see.
We get Con to film it.
Yeah. Blues. Right, you've got I'm Alex, Joe Weller, and Jay from TGF Bro.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Your reaction.
I'm going to avoid Joe Weller.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play.
I've heard some stuff and I feel like he doesn't like me. So if you see this, you want to clear it up, that's fine. I feel like he has a personal vendetta against me.
What makes you say this? Have you just had awkward encounters or?
Not even in awkward encounters. I just feel like, I don't know, I just get that vibe. You know when you get that vibe that someone doesn't like you?
You get the vibe.
I just get that vibe from him. Then I'll marry I'm Alex just because I get on with him so much. And, I could probably live with I'm Alex.
Yeah.
And I'd shag Jay. Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I used to have a massive thing for him when I was younger.
Really?
When I used to watch their videos. I'd be like, I love a Birmingham boy. And now I've grown up. I'm like, no, I don't.
You're like,
I'm like, why would I ever
do you think
a Birmingham man?
A Brum accent is the worst accent?
No, do you know what I don't? I used to love like Birmingham, like love it. Girl.
Really?
Yeah, I used to really enjoy it. But now I'm just like, throw like a London-y accent.
Yeah.
Or like if the two would be like London or like Geordie.
Yeah, no, yeah. I like London accents. I feel like when someone sounds, it's going to sound really toxic, when someone sounds like a roadman, but not too roadman-y.
Yeah.
Like a little bit roadman-y.
I felt that.
Yeah, not forced roadman because it just doesn't work.
Now, where I'm from, countryside, the men there as well, they've probably been to London like 3 times in their life and they're like, my guy, like, please.
No, it's always that as well. And it's always like.
So embarrassing.
Oh, it is bad. It's embarrassing.
So embarrassing. But you know what? You do you. I fake an Essex accent online. What can I do? Well, here we are.
I'm from Essex and I don't even have a real Essex accent.
Where about? You don't have to give your fucking
Brentwood.
government. Are you?
Yeah.
The fucking best place. You've
Yeah.
been to Sugar Hut?
I have, yeah.
What's it called? Is it what's Sheesh?
Yeah, I've been to Sheesh.
Do you like Sheesh?
Yeah, Sheesh is nice.
Apparently all the cars outside the front are like proper posh cars.
No, they are. They always are.
Really?
It's always that, yeah.
I'd get pics in front of them pretending they're mine. I'd be like, Lambo.
As you should.
Like HS, like.
Yeah, you should.
Just went in. Invite me to Sheesh, please, because I can't afford it myself. But
I'll take you to Sheesh.
Thank you.
That would be nice.
Sheesh date.
Yeah, date. That would be nice.
Last one. Nico, Chunks, or Darkest?
Okay. I'd shag Nico. I'd marry Chunks.
He'd be a nice one to marry, I think.
Yeah. I feel like he's such a gentleman. And as well, I get on with him really, really well.
Oh, do you know him?
Yeah, Chunks is so lovely.
He seems nice as well.
Yeah, he's I'm so proud of him. He's achieved so much as well.
Hasn't he?
Yeah.
Popped off?
Yeah, he has. And I'd avoid Darkest. I don't know Darkest. So.
Okay, fine. Do you watch Locked In?
I've watched some of it.
That's
I didn't
how I
watch
knew
it every
who he
day.
was. Yeah.
But
every single day.
Yeah.
Loved it. Would you go on that? If you got invited to it, would you go on it?
I don't think so. I don't think I'd be able to go without my phone for that long. I've got too much work.
Do you know, I just think I'd do Big Brother.
I'd do that. Imagine a YouTuber Big Brother.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, or like a TikTok Big Brother.
No, TikTok,
God, I might host
I would
one.
swing for a lot of people. I'd be like, I can't do this. Can't do it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
A lot of people are young on TikTok as well, so they're very like annoying and like very like fucking energetic. And I'd be like, calm
Get
down.
out of my face.
Yeah, literally, please.
No, I know. Don't.
Have a nap. Have a hot chocolate and go to bed.
They're that young.
No, honestly, to be fair, how do you go to a lot of events?
Yeah, but I feel like not TikTok ones.
Put my phone back. You don't. Well, I suppose like what are my events that I go to are usually ones where it's like YouTubers, blah blah. It's not like I don't think I've gone to a specific TikTok event. Yeah, I don't really think I've been to like TikTok events. Only like like PLT or like Motel Rock stuff. What do you prefer, TikTok or YouTube?
Oh, I spend more time on TikTok, but I put more time into YouTube. Like I've got a lot of YouTube channels, and I feel like most of my friends are YouTubers as well.
Really?
And as well, like YouTube's the first platform I ever started on, so I feel like I'm like quite loyal to it. You know,
it's your OG. Do you feel that'd be like me with TikTok? If I had started YouTube, I'm like, it's always TikTok.
Yeah, no. But no, I do love YouTube. I feel like YouTube needs some new like. I don't know, it just needs a new style of content.
Yeah.
Because like TikTok is very fast paced. Like every day there's a new like trend or something.
YouTube though, like what you met, like vlogs, hauls, but like what else really can you do?
Because I've got like a HD channel where I do like high production stuff in my studio. And that's where I do like collabs and stuff. So sometimes I'll do like date nights or things like that. But I feel like it gets to a point where sometimes I'll be sitting there for days just thinking like, what video do I actually want to do next? Because I've got so many filmed and I'm just like, do I actually like them? Am I happy with them?
Yeah.
Where I feel like with TikTok, it's very easy to just film a TikTok. If you don't 100% like it, you can quickly refilm it. But with YouTube, there's so much goes in behind the scenes for like a high production video that it's like, if you don't like it, you've really scrapped.
I feel like if it doesn't get views as well, it's like I've just spent so long on that.
Exactly.
For what?
Yeah, and it's like a 10 out of 10, and you're like, fuck.
Fuck you. Yeah, because I forgot you did date nights. Because I think George Clark came to see the filming of one of your dates. Because that's how, like, because like, you were coming on my pod before. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I've just seen her, and I was like. I love that.
Yeah, no.
He said it was really good. He said he really enjoyed it.
It was good, yeah. No,
Wait
that one's,
that
I think it's coming out in 2 weeks, yeah. I'm excited for that. It's a really good one. I'm excited. One of my favourite ones that I filmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you find it awkward ever doing them?
No.
Do you usually know the people you're going on dates with, like, in a friendly way or not really?
So I've done one with Alex, I did one with Pieface. So I've always met the people before. The recent one that I did that isn't out yet, I'd never met the person like, well no, I'd met the person in real life, but I hadn't spent a lot of time with them. But I was like, I'd spoken to them like every night for like a few weeks on FaceTime. Like I'm really close with them.
Love that.
So yeah, but I'm really excited for that one to come out. But I feel like the only collabs that I don't know the person well usually is I do this thing where like every other video I'll get like a subscriber on, but what I'll do is I'll get someone who has messaged me before that's a fan of my content that like supports me, that has a YouTube channel, but it's like a small YouTube channel with like only a few thousand subscribers, just to give them like a bit of, you know, like to give them a few connections and just to show them that it's possible and stuff like that. So I'll do stuff like that, and like it'll be like a date night with a subscriber or a challenge video with a subscriber.
When you first meet them, when you're like, hello?
Sometimes, yes, because sometimes I feel like when I'm filming those videos, I'm so high energy and I've got so much to put into the videos and I've got a lot to live up to. And I feel like sometimes people don't match the energy and I'm like, oh my God, like, I hope
it's a lot as well to have to try and work for them as well.
Exactly.
To make a video good.
And as well, a lot of people don't know what to expect. So I'm like, what if I scare them away?
They're like crying mid-video.
I know.
Please.
Imagine, that'd be so bad.
Nobody gets like that as well.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea. I didn't even know you did that with like your subscribers.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
People now are going to be subscribing.
Oh, I know.
Message you like,
I'm going to make a YouTube
Lauren,
channel.
You're right. They'll have 2 subscribers. You'll be like, it's enough.
Don't, I know.
It's enough, I swear to God. DMs.
Oh.
Who is, to be fair, I bet your DMs are fucking mental.
They are.
Most famous person maybe to try and slide in your DMs, or someone famous.
Most famous. In terms of follower-wise, I don't really know. I get a lot of like footballers, a lot of rappers, that kind of stuff.
Rappers?
Yeah.
Love that.
But it's very like, I feel like a lot of people are just trying to be sneaky. So I've never really like exposed anyone, just because some girls do it and they'll like expose people. But then it's like,
off as well.
It really puts people off. And I know like girls that have exposed footballers that have girlfriends and stuff. And I'm like,
it's an embarrassing way to find out your boyfriend's cheating on you as well.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
And not even that. It's just, for me, if someone who I know like publicly has a girlfriend messages me, obviously I'm not going to reply to the DM. I very rarely reply to DMs anyway, but I won't reply to the DM. But I'm also not going to say anything because it's not for me to say something. I'm just going to pretend I haven't seen it, not reply to them, and just hope that they know that what they've done is wrong. Because I'm not going to go out of my way to like message the girlfriend just because I feel like it shouldn't come from me.
Yeah,
so if I had a boyfriend,
yourself into the
if I had a boyfriend and he's DMing other girls, I'd rather find out from him, not from anyone else, just because I'd be embarrassed for so long.
100%. I feel like I've only had one rapper ever slide in my DM. I'm really trying to think of who it was. And he was like, come to London. This was towards the end of like lockdown, right? Yeah. One rapper, he was like, come to London. And I was like, no. I was like, well, I don't even know who you are, like blah, blah. And then a week later, he got arrested for rape.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I was like, well, thank God.
Jesus Christ. God. That's turned in a way I did not expect it to go up.
I was like, well, do you know what? Blessings in disguise. Jeez. Also, imagine me with a rapper. People like all these tunes and money. I'm like, can we stop at McDonald's on the way? Is that all right? It just wouldn't work.
It's not Novo.
No, it actually would not work. Obviously, your industry, you get a lot of weirdos. Like it kind of comes with the job, unfortunately. Have you had any really weird fan experiences? I've
had like creepy ones. So I have security now, and I've had security for like nearly a year. But I've had people like, for example, buy me drinks in clubs and stuff. And like, if someone ever tries buying me a drink, one, I'll never say yes to them buying me a drink anyway, because I'm like so scared about it. But two, even if they offer me a drink, I'll never take it. But I'll have people like try and buy me drinks, and then like, so I've had it before where I've left a club and those same people wait outside the club for me with like a group of 6 friends and stuff like that. I've had people like come to my apartment, come to my house, follow me in my car, like. That's so weird. Yeah, like I've had someone like see that it's me in my car on the M25, see that I'm on my own, and follow me for literally over an hour until I got to my location. So
scary.
Like,
what the fuck?
It's really weird.
Also, what are they going to do when you actually stop?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Followed you from the last exit.
Yeah, so weird. But I just get the people that I actually talk to are really, really lovely, and it's with the younger people that are really lovely. But as soon as someone's like over the age of 30, they're all just really, really creepy. And
that's so weird.
They just really wait around and just like, I'm just really terrified of being kidnapped. Like that's my biggest fear. I feel like
that's a normal, like that's actually like a normal thing to be, because people are weird, especially if they know your address.
Exactly.
Because even we had Danny D on here just last week, and he was saying, he was like, someone delivered like a dead bird as a gift to me. So I was like, if that's what they're doing to males, because like male, like, what are they doing to females?
It's so weird, honestly.
So was there an incident that made you think, I need to get security?
So I feel like when people were waiting for me like outside like clubs and stuff like that, and just following me in general in public, because I think it got to like the end of lockdown, and I started going out more after lockdown. And then we went back into lockdown and then back after lockdown. Where through lockdown, everyone was just sitting there on their phones, on their laptops, like just watching creators. That's when I think people started to get to know me more, because I've got a really big following in America, believe it or not. And my following in the UK was never that big, but now it's like, it's kind of on par with each other. But I got out of lockdown, and everywhere I go, I just get noticed straight away. Like it's like I can't go anywhere now without getting noticed. So then my manager was just like, yeah, okay. He was like, you need security. But I think sometimes it's annoying, obviously. Yeah. Because my manager wants me to be safe. So everywhere I go, he'll arrange for security to go with me. But then sometimes, for example, if I want to go out on like, for example, if I just want to go shopping with a friend, or like I just want to go for dinner with someone, I kind of, it's either they come with me, or now they're like, they have to wait outside the place for me. And
that must be so annoying.
I feel like I have no privacy, but then I'd rather be safe than sorry.
100%. But it's also like, it's annoying that you've gone from like normal life to now being like Cheryl Cole, I can't just pop to the shops. I can't nip to the shops.
My local Tesco is mad, actually, to be fair. Every time I'm in there, it's always guys like, oh, is that you, Lauren? But the thing I hate the most is when people don't say hi.
They just stare at you.
They just stare at you. Yeah. They start to record you, or they'll just like, they'll walk a few aisles down and just shout. It's like, just say hi.
But it's embarrassing as well. Like, it makes you uncomfortable. You're like, like what?
But no, literally just say hi to me. I'm such a friendly person. Like, I always stop and say hi to someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, like some people are just really weird.
Would you say that's the worst part of being known now?
I think the worst part of it is just not having any privacy, because as well, even for example, if I go and meet a guy, like I can't even meet guys now.
This is what I'm saying, like dating. How does this affect your dating?
Exactly. Like I haven't dated someone in literally years, and even now, like I'll just meet people that I already know or I've already met, just because even if, for example, someone messages me on Instagram like, oh yeah, do you want to go out for blah 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 blah, I just can't trust them. Like, it's really hard to trust them.
You never know their intentions.
Exactly. And as well, even with like, it's really, really creepy. It's really creepy. And as well, I feel like people, where I have an OnlyFans and stuff, people always expect me to be this super, super sexual person. And a lot of people assume, for example, that I'll have sex with them on the first day, or I'm willing to have like a one night stand. And like, even though I'm an OnlyFans model, like, I've literally never even had a one night stand. Like my body count is so low, but I feel like people expect me to be this like huge slut, which I am a slut, but but on the internet. But no, yeah, I think just not having any privacy. But at the same time, I'm so grateful for like the position I'm in, and I'm able to do the most amazing things. Like,
would you like
crazy.
Date someone who's also on OnlyFans?
I don't think I would date someone who's in like the social media industry.
This is like common.
Yeah, I feel like it'd have to. I'd want them to be quite an unknown person.
Yeah,
just because I feel like as soon as you touch base with someone or like get to know someone that's in like the social media industry, if anything happens, it's gonna be messy,
and
like,
it's public as well.
Exactly.
You always see that when people are like both like influencers, whatever. As soon as they break up, it's videos being made, this side, this side. And it's like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like,
even the stuff
doing?
With like Junior and Katie. Like, that didn't that would be like my worst nightmare. Like all my personal like information from a relationship being online, that would scare me. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, obviously you'd want to date someone off social media, but then you never know if they're just dating you for the sake of who you are. Yeah. I think the best way to do it is to date someone who actually, well, I mean, it was more difficult for you, but who doesn't know who you are to start with, maybe. Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, right, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go to the desert. Yeah. Like the North Pole and be like, hello. Hi, everyone.
Stop.
100%.
But no, yeah, I think it's just, I've just found it really, really hard to trust people. But I think I'm getting there. I don't know. I just haven't like been romantically involved with anyone in like 4 years. I'm just very like, but then again, I also love focusing on myself. I feel like when I'm ready to actually want to try and meet someone, then I will. But until then, I'm just
get as successful as you can first.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just being me.
Because you said your fan base was American, like a lot of in America. Have you been to America a lot?
Before lockdown, I used to go quite a lot.
Sure.
Yeah. And I spend a lot of time in like Florida, California, that kind of stuff. And there's also this other place in America, which I'm not going to say the name because I really like going there, but it's like a private island that I love going to. But I feel like America for me now, when I go in the future, it's just probably going to be purely just going to LA, work, collabs, that kind of thing.
Do you like LA? Because I've heard it's really just fake.
Yeah, no. Every single person I've spoken to that's gone to LA, no one ever likes it. I feel like it's quite fake, but I just think, I feel like people would say the same about London though, wouldn't they? Like,
true.
I feel like anywhere where there's a lot of influencers, because in the UK you don't have like loads of huge influencers in one place, whereas in America, LA is where all the big influencers are. But I feel like if London was where all the big influencers were all the time, London would also be the same. I just think there's not enough influencers in the UK for us to be known as fake.
Have you met like a lot of American YouTubers?
I've met quite a few, yeah.
Tell me you've met Tana Mojo.
No, I'm friends with her though. She's a cool girl, yeah.
Fucking obsessed with Tana Mojo.
Yeah, no, she's lovely.
Before I even got TikTok, me and my flatmate Tat would just religiously watch Tana Mojo. Religiously. I fucking love her. Everyone's like, she's trash. And I'm like, I love her.
No, yeah, exactly. That's why people love her.
Love the trash.
I've heard she's like super, super, super unreliable though.
Oh my God,
like,
yeah.
She's been called out. Yeah, she's been called out by so many podcasts as well for like not turning up and stuff like that. It's crazy. Like, have you seen the BFFs podcast with like Josh Richards?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, the guy on there, called her out and was like, oh yeah, she's only got clout because she sleeps with all these rappers. It was so brutal. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because she had that podcast with Brooke.
Yes.
Is it Schofield?
Yeah.
And then they've cancelled it because Tanner. I was like, no, apart from this one, I fucking was obsessed with the cancelled podcast. I'm so pissed off.
I know. And then I think because she was really flaky, what's the girl's name from Call Me Daddy? I can't remember her name. But she called she called Tanner out a few times as well for like not showing up. Like, it's crazy. I was like, Jesus.
Fucking hell. But I bet it's weird seeing these people in real life. Like, I can't, like, obviously I know, like, I know, but as in, like, I've watched a lot of American YouTubers and they feel like they're on like a different scale, like planet, whatever. And I bet when you meet them, it's like, this is so mental.
Yeah, but as well, I feel like it feels mental, but at the same time, it's so normal as well.
I've been saying that sometimes I'll meet people, right, and I'll go back and tell my flat I've met them, and they're like, that's so mad you've met them. And I'm like, oh yeah, but it doesn't really feel like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's like normal.
It's just another thing. Yeah. It is crazy.
That's why they say never meet your idols.
Yes.
It's like Tanner was like, I'll never meet Lil Wayne because I love Lil Wayne. I'll just meet him, it's fine, don't worry. I'm sure he won't. He won't overcome. Anyway, future. What do you want to do in the future? What are your plans?
Oh, so one thing I'm really working on a lot behind the scenes as well is where I'm a big OnlyFans creator and I'm very successful with it. One thing I hate is seeing girls in the industry being taken advantage of by people that don't know what they're doing. And I feel like for me, like, I was lucky enough that my manager from the start has always known what he's doing. Like, he's been really good with like pushing me in the right direction, that kind of thing. And he's always been very good with just basically knowing what to do.
Yeah.
But so many, and there's some people and they're lovely people, but when it comes to them managing girls, they go about it the wrong way. They're taking so much money from them. Some people are taking 50% of these girls' earnings.
50%?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Fucking hell.
And making these girls do things they don't want to do. Not giving them any actual advice and stuff like that. So one thing I want to do is I want to do something where I'm there for girls in the industry and they can come to me. I can help them out, push them in the right direction, but also give them the right kind of like mental support. Yeah. And I'm in the middle of like building teams and I've got a bunch of projects in the works at the moment that just involve basically helping girls out, and not just females doing OnlyFans, also men doing OnlyFans, and also female and male creators as well, like doing YouTube and stuff, because so many people want to do YouTube but they don't have the budget to use a studio. And where I've got a bunch of different studios, I want to do it so that if people need somewhere to record or they need the equipment and stuff, like they can come and they can like book out my studio, they can do it and I'll help them with that. And that's one thing I want to do. I just want to be there for smaller creators who want to make it, because I feel like I was given a really good opportunity. I was given a really good chance and I'm in such an amazing position now. And don't get me wrong, like, it took so much hard work and like I literally get no sleep. Like, I'm always constantly working. But I just want to give other people an opportunity that I had and just be there for them. And also I'm in talks with doing a bunch of more like presenting stuff, like behind the scenes with the box and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you were
good at the fight,
Thank you, Good. But that was like my first time doing any kind of presenting, and I've got a bunch more lined up. There's a bunch more events coming, which I'm going to be hosting and presenting and stuff. So I'm excited for that as well, and I'd like to take that further.
That OnlyFans one is such a good point because it's so new. I mean, it's not new, but it is new.
Yeah.
There's not even like there's such a gap in the market for that because you're just on your own basically when you do your OnlyFans. Exactly. There's actually no one out there that's like, you don't do this, blah,
exactly.
blah.
And I just want to be there for people because so many girls go in the wrong direction and so many girls
and they'll regret it.
They get tricked into it as well. Or like they'll sign so many of their earnings away before they even start. Like I know girls that have been told like, oh, I'll get you to earn like 250 grand a month, but for the first 8 months you have to give me this much of it, and these girls are earning nothing at the end of the day. Like, it's so crazy. And then as soon as these girls stop doing it or they stop paying the management companies like the money they're owed, the management companies just drop them and these girls don't know anything. Mental. They don't know what to do, they don't know what to post, or it's crazy. So I just want to make girls feel more secure. So yeah, that'll probably come in the next few weeks, but I'm excited for it.
I'm here for it. Yeah. If you need help. Right, last question. Obviously it's saving grace. Yes. If you had any advice, tips for someone like me that needs saving, what would it be? Life tip, whatever.
Okay, What do you need saving from? Or just
fucking anything, actually. Just life.
Okay, right.
Yeah, give me anything.
Okay, if you need saving from anything in life,
Yeah.
right. Oh, okay. I'd say
Grow an arse.
if I need a scenario.
Okay, I'm a mess.
Yeah.
I need to get out of this mess.
Okay.
Right. If you had one tip of how you've become so successful, how you've battered life by the fists.
Okay. For me, I've always told myself that I don't care about what other people think.
Right.
Like, I don't ever let anyone else's opinions affect me. Like, I don't let the negativity affect me. And I've always told myself that every single day, I will always do something on that day that builds something towards the future. So even if you feel like you're having like a really shit day, do just one thing on that day that is going to help you build something for the future. That's what I do. So even if like I'm having a super bad day and I'm like super depressed or something, I'll even do like just 10 minutes of like working out or something, like just something that could benefit me in the future. And just always, I've learned to be a super, super positive person.
Yeah.
So I'd say just be
It's the best way to
positive.
be.
Don't let other people's comments affect you. And at the end of the day, it's your life, not theirs. So who cares what other people think?
Spitting
That's what I'm
facts. Love that. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I've enjoyed it.
If you're watching, give it a like and subscribe. And if you're listening, give it a follow and a 5-star rating.
Do it.
See you next week.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.